Your offline conversion import came back with a match rate near zero. And when you look at the leads in your CRM, the Google Click ID field is empty on almost all of them. Not corrupted, not wrong, it's simply not there. Here's the thing, it has probably been empty since the day you set it up, and nothing in Google Ads was ever going to tell you it was set up wrong. Auto tagging puts the Google Click ID on your final URL. It exists in the address bar of one page view, the one your ad click landed on. Now think about what a real visitor does. They land on your page, they read a bit, maybe they check your pricing page, then they go to contact. Every one of those clicks changes the URL, and the Google Click ID is not on any of them. So your form loads, your hidden field goes looking for a parameter that left 2 pages ago, and it saves blank. The lead still submits. It still shows up in HubSpot. Your on-site conversion still fires in Google Ads. Everything you would normally check looks completely fine. Same story if your form sits on a subdomain like quote.yourdomain.com, because a cookie set on the root domain is not readable on the subdomain by default. Same story with a single page app, swapping routes. Same story if you have an HTTP or HTTPS redirect, rewriting the request, or a CDN, serving a cached copy of the page with no query string on it. Most people who hit this already have Conversion Linker installed, and they figured the Google Click ID was handled. The Conversion Linker does store the Google Click ID in a first-party cookie. That part is true, but it stores it so Google's own conversion tag can attribute a form fill that happens 2 pages after the landing. Google writes it, Google reads it, and the value is not sitting in a shape you can hand to your CRM. Your offline pipeline is a separate road. It needs the raw click ID on the lead record so you can upload it when the deal closes. Conversion Linker was never going to put it there. On-site tracking working correctly and offline tracking being completely dead is a totally normal state for an account to be in, and the interface will not distinguish them for you. Before you build anything, find out whether you're actually broken. This will take you just 5 minutes. Take your landing page URL and put Google Click ID equals test123. Then here's the part that matters. Do not go straight to the form. Behave like a visitor. Click through your navigation, get to the form page the way a real person would. Fill it out and submit it. Now open that lead in your CRM and look at the Google Click ID field. If it says test123, your capture survives navigation, which means you're fine. Nothing's broken. Now if it's blank, you just found your problem in 5 minutes instead of 3 months. 2 more passes that are worth running here. Do the test again on mobile if you serve a different mobile experience, because that is a different code path and it fails on its own. And pull your last 90 days of leads and count how many have any value in that field at all. That percentage is the ceiling on how much of your ad spend you can currently connect to revenue. Now, if the test came back blank, you need to catch the Google Click ID on the very first page view and hold on to it. That means a tag firing on all pages that reads the Google Click ID out of the URL and writes it to your own first-party cookie with a 90-day expiration, because that matches the window that Google gives you to upload it. The piece that a lot of people miss is the domain attribute on that first-party cookie. Write it with no domain specified, and it gets scoped to the exact host name. So you set it on a www, and then your form on the quote subdomain can't read it, and you're right back where you started. Set the domain to your root with a leading dot in front of it, and it becomes readable across all subdomains. For anyone running a hosted CRM form on a subdomain, that one attribute is the entire fix. Now, while you're in there, be sure to capture gbraid and wbraid too. Those come back instead of a Google Click ID on some iOS traffic. And if your tag only looks for one parameter, you will silently lose a chunk of your iPhone leads. Okay, now here's the last piece. If your form lives inside of a single page app, populate the hidden field at submit time by reading the cookie, not on page load. The form often doesn't exist yet when the page first renders. Then run the test again. Attach your own test123 Google Click ID as a query string parameter, and again navigate through your website before you go to the contact form just as a real visitor would, and you should be all set. When you get this right, every lead lead in your CRM comes in carrying a Google Click ID or a G braid or a W braid. Your offline conversion upload starts to match, and you can look at a campaign and know which closed deals came out of it, which is the entire reason you set up offline conversion tracking to begin with. Now, if you want the whole pipeline laid out in order from Click ID capture to the upload file itself, check out the OCT setup checklist. It's available for free over at Freak.Marketing, but go run the 5-minute test first. You might actually be fine.